Welcoming you guys. This is Pisces Moon Tarot here. I am back here with another pick a pile, pick a deck, pick a number, pick a whatever reading for you. The topic of today's reading is going to be, what does this person wish that you knew without them having to say it? Okay, what do they be trying to get you to pick up on? What hints do they be dropping? What vibes do they be vibing on that they, hope that you would just understand? What do they say? What's understood don't need to be explained type vibes. Okay, so if you want to, you can choose either this deck number 1, deck number 2, or deck number 3 to see what your person or friend or whoever wants you to know without them having to say. And I'm just tweaking. I don't know if we're going to stay with this position for the readings, but it works for me right now, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so let's start with the first deck here. What does this person want you to, well, first, you know what, we'll do a little bit and we'll see who this is. Who is this person? Who is this person that wants our pile number 1, our option number 1, our deck number 1? Who is this person that wants them to know something? Ooh, Jupiter. So Sagittarius energy here. This could be a Sag. This could be somebody who's well traveled. You got the first quarter here, which relates to the Magician in the Tarot, which is Gemini Virgo energy. And then you also, like I said, have Jupiter, which is Sag energy, or the Wheel of Fortune. And then you also have South Node here. So this could be somebody that you've known from your past, somebody who is a well traveled, somebody who's very experienced. This person can be older than you. Definitely this person can be older than you. So this could be like I said, this could be your spouse that's older than you. This could be a friend. It could be a situationship, whatever. But this person is very wise, or feel like they're wise. You feel like they're wise as well, and they're very well traveled. Okay, or they just have a lot of experiences under their belt. So what do they wish you would know? Not gonna use that either. Hold on. What do they wish you would know overall? Like, let's get a starting point. What do they wish you would know so they wouldn't have to say it? Okay, I feel like this person has a tight schedule. So if you constantly are asking this person to make more time for you, they want to make more time for you with schedule, but with trap here, and then at the bottom of the deck, you got goal and collaboration. These are all work cards. So this could either be somebody that you work with, and what they want you to know is like they're trying to work with you. They're trying to do things better, but maybe they're kind of like tied up. But I feel like this could also be like somebody wants you to know that they are very, 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 very focused on their work. Now, if you and this person are good, y'all in a relationship, y'all are great, there's no like mishaps of time or whatever, this person wants you to know that they want to start a business with you. Perhaps they want to make things work in a way where y'all can have something that y'all are collaborating on together. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a super business. It could be something. I just think this person also, this person may want you to know that they would help you in their time of need. If you're going through anything, if you're struggling with work, if you're struggling with getting your bills paid or finding a job or anything like that, this person wants to know that they could help you reach your goals. So this definitely is giving an older energy. Hold on, y'all. Go. This is definitely giving an older energy, okay? This is definitely giving somebody who kind of wants to school a youngin'. With the Page of Swords here, maybe you're quick to give up on things, or you're quick to say something, and this person kind of wants you to understand that this is a team mission, team goal. Did you go? Mm-hmm. No, you did not. Okay, this person wants you to know that sometimes maybe you bite off more than that you can chew. Or yeah, you have great ideas, so let's go ahead and start generating them. Let's make them into money. Let's move forward. So, okay, there's two stories here. Like I said, this could also be someone feeling like you don't understand that they have a lot of work to do, that they can't just sit around and hang out. They can't always just stop what they're doing to make time for you. You got the Wheel of Fortune here. So what this person wish you would know was to like let timing do its thing. Allow things to flow wherever it needs to flow. You don't have to rush things. Or that's how they feel. They kind of feel like sometimes you kind of can get yourself into situations that you can't get out of, or you can sign them up for situations they can't get out of, and then they have to make it work, or they have to do it. So this could also be like they want you to know, like maybe you guys have kids together, and sometimes maybe you could spend a lot of money or things like that. Also, this person wants you to kind of like have a brighter outlook on what can come for the future. Okay, so I just think that you and this person like may have like some little tiny things that y'all don't really get along with. And like I said, I think this really may be like a partner for you, or this could be like a maybe even a parent who's kind of like like maybe you're a little bit younger, you're not so great with your money, you're not so organized, you're not so all these things, and they're kind of like, dang, I wish they would kind of understand that they have to be a little bit more what's the word, a little bit more responsible in a situation. They might feel like they want you to grow up just a little bit and not use your vices as much in this situation, or they might not want you to use your vices as much to deal with situations. Okay, so let's see here, let's get a little bit more. We'll pull a couple. Okay, let's see though how they feel about you overall. Okay, how do they feel about my viewer? Hopefully you are a subscriber. If not, hit that subscribe button, like, share, all the good stuff. How do they feel about them? Okay, so I do feel like they feel like you guys are making movement. You guys are moving forward. Definitely very attracted to you. I do feel like they think you call the shots, but maybe sometimes you call the wrong shots. Okay, but with the Judgment and Chariot here, they want to move forward with you. They see that, you know, this is the way to go. They do feel encouraged about the situation, about the relationship. The Chariot can also be Cancer energy, and the Judgment, once again, is Sagittarius energy. In my opinion, it could also be like more fixed sign energy, so that's Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy as well. So maybe this person is open towards moving towards a new life together, a new way of living together, and they kind of just want you to get on board to this way of living that they have come to. So this could also be somebody who maybe lived a fast life or lived an immature life, and now they're kind of wanting you to slow down with them. Like, we got to get responsible, we got to get our shit together. So I gave a lot of different messages in that one, so I hope it resonates. We're going to move on to the second deck. All right, deck number 2, pile number 2, option number 2. All right, look, first let's see who this person is. Hi, baby. All right, let's see here. First, let's see for pile 2, option 2, deck 2, number 222. Who is this person? That could be a sign synchronicity about who this person is. 222 could be 6th house. You got Virgo energy here, Mercury energy, so it could also be Gemini. Excuse me, but 6th house mostly is about your routine. So this person could be a very big stickler for their routine. They could be very health conscious. They could work out a lot. They could work in the medical field, or they could just generally be a Virgo or a Gemini. This person also could be, like I said, into fitness. They could be very helpful. They could be problem solvers. They could care a lot about how you eat, what you eat, things like that. We also have cardinal energy here. So that's Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. Okay, this person could be a way maker. They could encourage you to do different things. They can encourage their family to do different things. They could have been the first in their family to do something. They could be the first child, the first daughter, the first boy, the first girl. And then you have Venus here. So I really want to say this person cares a lot about the way that they look, the first impressions that they make. Yup, heavy look, Taurus energy here. So this person cares a lot of quality over quantity. So this person's gonna have, they may not have a lot of things, but the things that they do have is very, very high priced. It's kind of flashy, or like it's not that they don't have a lot, but what they do have is, you know, they're not going to have a bunch of bullshit around them. Like, what's going to be around them is, so this could also be in friends. So this could be something that they want you to know is like, you need to cut down the amount of people you have around you. You need to cut down people who aren't good for you, who aren't feeding to you or feeding. Look, I'm telling you, this person wants you to know that they want you to kind of get on the same wave as them. I think that's what's kind of given most of these. Ooh, you know what is giving? Your Friends by Honcho. You got promise and sweet dreams about what this person wants you to know, and then stress, marionette, and saving. This person really wants you to take better care of yourself. This person wants you to stand up for yourself. This person wants you to save your energy. This person doesn't want you giving your energy to everybody, whether that's actually like dating other people or like with your family and your friends or even with them. I feel like this person wants you to put yourself first more. This person wants you to put your finances first. They want you to put your business plans first. They just want you to care more about yourself and come to a more emotional stable situation or emotional stable point of being. I think they know, look, you are a boss. You handle shit. You get shit done. People may come to you a lot of the times to get things done. And then also people, I think this person wants you to know that they see things in a way that you don't see things. You know, I feel like because you're so busy handling shit, you're so busy making sure everybody's cared for, investing in your stuff, tending to your own business, that you kind of don't notice when people around you are being shady. People are watching you move on and go to this more emotional, stable situation and kind of plotting against you. And I feel like this person kind of wants to warn you, like, be careful of the company you keep. Be careful of who you are telling about your business. Who you are telling your business to, who you are calling a friend, who you are sitting at the table with, who you are helping to the table. Eight of Pentacles. Now, you could come home and tell them about all the work stories or tell them about your friend stories. I just don't think this person likes the people you're around. I don't know if it's your friends. I don't know if it's your work. I don't know what. But I feel like they don't like that these people make you upset. They feel like these people kind of influence you, or they manipulate you, or they feed you this story. With the High Priestess here, I think that they do know that you are discerning, but they know that you're a sucker for a good sob story. At the end of the day, you are a charity worker. You are, like, you could work for a nonprofit, you could be into volunteering, you can just be in the human service, health service kind of service field. And they know that you're a stickler for, or you're a sucker, not a stickler, you're a sucker for a sob story. And you may give to people who don't necessarily deserve it because of the story that they told you, but in the moment, you know, they don't need it. You need to pour into yourself. So what this person really wants you to know is that you need to put more of that energy into your own work, your own manifestations, your own magic. I feel like this person, you might have did a little 1-2 for them, and I feel like this person can see what you can do, but they know that when you get around the wrong influences or you get around the wrong environments, you tend to second guess yourself, question yourself, and it kind of throws you off of your you know, your pattern, throws you off of track or whatever. I feel like this person thinks that there are some things that, let me see here, what's this Page of Pentacles? What do they want to tell? I think this person just wants you to be careful about how you're going out into the world, how you're presenting yourself out in the world. You could have better character, better a better attitude, better intentions. That's what it is. I feel like this person thinks you're just like this little tiny baby who they need to watch over, who they need to save, who they need to shine the light on all the bad people in their life. It's giving you King of Wands. I feel like this person feels like they're very experienced in what maybe you're doing or what you plan on doing, or maybe the environments that you're in. They're like, I've been there, done that. I know what it is that they need to be doing, they don't need to be doing. So yeah, that's all. This person kind of just really wants to protect you, really want you to focus on yourself. They don't want you to take things from other people so personally, and they you know, you like their little baby and they want to put you in a little pouch and carry you around. So it's very sweet. This person just kind of wants you to love on yourself more. They wish you knew that. I like that one. I liked that one. All right, last but not least, let's see here. Who is this person? If you wanted this deck here, let me show it one more time. This deck. Who is this person? Who is this person that wants you to know something without them having to tell you? Who is this person? Let's see here. Who is this person? Ooh. Okay, Uranus or the Fool. That's also Aquarius energy. This person could be an Aquarius. This person can be very sporadic. They could be interesting, eclectic. They could be a little weird. They could be unique. It could be somebody who you never know what to expect with them. Look, heavy Aquarius. They have to have Aquarius energy, or they have those placements. You got New Moon and you got Uranus, both the Fool. This is all about taking chances. So this person is the type to be like, do you want to go bungee jumping? Look, with Mars energy here, they're very impulsive. They're always ready to go somewhere, do something. Look, and the Sun, which is Leo, which is Aquarius's sister sign. So we got Leo and Aquarius here. So we got somebody who is very confident, someone who cares about the people, someone, because you got to think about it, the Sun gives people life, right? So Leos, as much as people think Leos are like self-serving, they're really not self-serving. they know that their success can also bring success for others. So that's why Leo kind of push to put themselves first, because they know, oh my gosh, you got you a Leo here. You got you a Leo or an Aquarius. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so we don't really need to get too much into who is this person. Let's get one more description about this person. You got Sag at the bottom of the deck. One more description about this person. Chiron. This person either has been through a lot of things with you, or has watched people go through a lot of things, or they recently just went through a really big life change. Maybe they got in a really bad accident. Maybe they had a really big loss in their family, God forbid, or their, you know what I'm saying? They just had something really big happen to them that was a life lesson that they had to learn from. Okay, so this person kind of has a new take on life. This person has a new take on life, and this person kind of wants to share that with you, or they have been exhibiting that recently. Let's see. Oh, hold on, you guys. My kids aren't close my door. I really don't get kids. They stand right in front of your door. Like, why are you playing right in front of my door? All right, let's see here. What do they want you to know? What do they want you to know without them having to say? Okay, merit making protest. They want you to fight. You know what? I just heard that song by Drake. That's why you don't have no sex. Why you want to protest? Why you want to fight for your rights? You don't love them boys. Pussy around everything. Fuck that noise. I feel like this person wants you to make peace with God. This person wants you to settle your qualms with life, or your misjustices, or they want you to be happy. Indulgence. They want you to have a good time. They want you to be spiritually aligned. I feel like this person has went through like a coming to Jesus moment. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what kind of changed their life, what made them have this new outlook on how life should be lived, but they kind of want to share that with you. Also, too, I think this person kind of wants you to know that it's okay to have these different moods. It's okay to feel differently. It's okay to react from your triggers, but it's also okay to move on and set a new precedence for yourself. With the Hierophant and the Nine of Wands here, I feel like this person wants you to know that they see what you've been through. They know that you've seen what they've been through, and they feel like it could bring y'all closer together, or it can allow y'all to really like come to an understanding of how y'all want to live your life in the future, or maybe even so, I don't know how I want to say this, but how you want to raise your children. I feel like this person may have before been very guarded, been very skeptical, but now they are a believer in miracles, and perhaps you've already showed them that, and like now they're kind of coming to tell you, or they want you to know, like, I've seen what it is. Yep, I feel like you've already told them you are a believer in miracles, and maybe for a little bit you've kind of lost your shine or your belief, and or their lack of belief kind of rubbed off on you for a little while, and then they went through something and they had to utilize the belief that you put in them, and now they want you to know, like, yo, that shit that you was talking, that shit that you said, the way that you said shit would go, the way you said that harsh things and bad experiences open doors, like, that's true. Like, you really have to break through this shit to really get somewhere. This Ace of Wands always to me is like bursting through the mental capacity, like what we think you knew, or what you think you know, you have no idea. And Temperance falling right behind that. I love that, because it's almost like you or this person wants you to know, like, you helped me break through the ethers, you helped me reconnect with God. And I'm not putting like, they know who God is, but I feel like you was a conduit for it. Maybe you were an example of what true faithfulness and true dedication to God look like. And this person is like, you don't even know what you be on. You don't even know what you be doing for people. Five of Cups here. This person wants you to understand that, yeah, I feel like you show this person a new way of living. And this person wants you to know, I'm applying this. That wasn't for nothing. Like, if so, this could be an ex. I hate to say it, y'all. This could be an ex. This could be somebody maybe you're not so much in contact with, and they kind of want you to know, like, I put you through I don't know why I did this to you. I don't know why I made you, have to suffer, or I allowed you to suffer in a situation, because nobody can make you do anything, right? We have free will, thank God. But I feel like this person kind of realized, like, suffering doesn't equal love. Suffering and pain, you don't have to put somebody through the ringer for you to know that you can trust them. This person wants to let you know that you've allowed them to grow up. You you've showed them what real love is, and when they reflect on it, they think of their memories with you. I feel like this person wishes that they could go back in time and bring you back together, but maybe you wouldn't be so much, agreeable with that. That's my confirmation card. Maybe they don't think that you would be able to really take them back. There could have been a third party type situation here. I hate bringing that up. I don't like to trigger people, but this person with the star at the bottom of the deck really wants to let you know, like, I'm healed. I can make you happy now. I can do my big one. Like, if you would just give me a chance, I really could do my big one. We have a lot of pages here, so as much as I would love to believe them, I just don't know if they've grown up as much as they would want you to think they have. So maybe that's what they want you to know. They want you to know, like, I'm growing. But with the Queen of Wands and my Ace of Swords popping out right after that, I think I'm spot on. I think, though, you're kind of like 10 feet, 10 step, 10 levels ahead of this person, but they're kind of finally getting into the same fucking, like, maybe you was in the baseball field, they was in the soccer field. Now they're like, oh wait, I need to be in the baseball field. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was on two totally different realms. Okay, they was down below when you was up high making shit happen. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like now this person's like, that's not who I am anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you left this person, but they might have felt like they went insane, or they feeling like they going insane, and they want to let you know, like, listen, first of all, too, this person feels like maybe you kind of put a spell on them as well. So but I don't think they mind it. Is this their energy? This person also wants you to know that if you have moved on, they just hope that you've moved on. Like, they do think about you fondly. They still have love for you. They're not wishing you bad in your next relationship. They actually are wanting you to, this kind of gives like a little bit manipulative, a little bit narcissist, because it's like on one of those things where, yeah, I ain't gonna tell y'all who popped in my head. I immediately like thought of like Diddy. These two cards like this gave me Diddy watching Cassie with her new man. So maybe this person, I don't want to say they was on that level, right? But maybe this person kind of really did take you through the ringer, take you through the shit. And now they trying to be like, no, I'm a good person. I've healed, and look at you. You're healed and you're in love now. And we all came out okay about this, right? We all came out of the other side okay. There wasn't no real bad harm done. I feel like, yeah, you definitely met this person when you was younger. They had a lot of mental manipulation, mind control over you, even though you were very intuitive, very empathic, and you knew what you knew, but you kind of like were able to be led in the wrong direction because this person was a lot more dominant, a little bit more. They understood the game of manipulation a little bit more than you, and also I feel like you wasn't even playing the game of manipulation and they were. Once again, we got the Star and the Lovers, Aquarius and Gemini energy. This person wants to heal things. They wish in a perfect world you would come back to them. They'd be able to get you back how they had you, this, that, and the third. But I think ultimately they know. That's what they would want you to know, that they've changed, and they thank you for everything that you've shown them and this, that, and the third. But I feel like ultimately you should, if you've already moved on from this person or y'all aren't in any contact, I think y'all should continue to keep that like that. I feel like this person may be a little bit manipulative, because at first I was feeling the message, and then the more I got into it, I'm like, this don't feel genuine. This feel like it's being forced to be pulled out. All right, well, that is what I have for y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed those messages. I will try to come back with a longer message, but I normally just get on here and do shorts, so check out my shorts. Otherwise, check out my TikTok, subscribe, like, follow on TikTok, and yeah, I don't have any other social media other than my TikTok. And other than that, I'll see you next time. Love yourself first.